G'day guys, I'm Spud from Survivor Southwest, and this is the life+gear premium 2-person 72-hour survival pack. Let's check it out. Righto. So the life+gear 2-person. So the life+gear 72-hour 2-person survival pack. Talk about the pack itself to begin with. So the pack it comes in is, it doesn't actually tell me, but I think it's roughly about a 40-litre dry sack. So if you know what a dry sack is, keeps everything there and dry, so makes it great for storing on a boat, or if you're kayaking and everything like that, or if you're in wet weather. Anything in here is going to stay dry if you keep it sealed up. Another thing with these bags is, in a pinch, they actually do make pretty decent flotation devices as well. Now, the pack itself is one of the bonuses. Now, all the gear that's in the pack, I still had plenty of room to put all my filming gear and everything in this pack as well. So there's plenty of room to put other bits and pieces in there too. So you can add on to this kit. To open the pack, all you do, unclip the top and just unroll it, and it opens like so. And as you can see, there is still plenty of room for some other bits and pieces in there. So let's see what's inside it. So starting off with this little pouch. We'll get to this one in a sec. So this little pouch is its own little standalone first aid kit. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so we have an elastic bandage and a couple of crepe bandages. One triangular bandage, a bit of first aid tape, one set of tweezers, one pair of gloves, ten band-aids, a couple of packs of non-stick, non-woven gauze, that right there is a face shield for resuscitation, some alcohol prep pads, and some gauze swabs, so woven gauze. Okay, one abdominal pad, which is basically just a larger patch of gauze for some bigger sort of wounds, one pair of scissors, and some basic first aid instructions. So this is your basic sort of first aid kit. So we'll put all that to one side. So as you can see, everything in this survival kit comes in its own pouch and is labelled. We have hygiene, light and radio, fire, shelter, and tools. So we'll start from the top. We'll go into the hygiene section. Okay, so we have a roll of toilet paper, great for some creature comforts, also lighting fires, stuff like that. A couple of toothbrushes with toothpaste. And some little soap, a little soap pad. So that there is what is in Hygiene. Light and radio. Okay. So we have here a little wind up or dynamo powered torch. With a DC out. Now that will allow me to charge up some electronics as well, so that's really cool. It has both a USB and a micro USB output on the DC out, so that means that I can wind this up and I can put some charge in a phone or something like that. Also has a radio, so see if we can get a radio station. Look at that. So I can listen to emergency broadcasts or anything like that on this. There isn't actually a tuner, so you can't see what you're tuning. But that there is a really handy tool to have. A little wind up and yeah, light, radio, being able to charge some other electronics. There's an SOS function. Oh! And it has an SOS function on there as well with flashing lights and a siren. So that's a very handy sort of tool to have. And of course you've got some instructions for it in there as well. So yep, it tells me fully charged 4 hours, 20 lumens. Lighting time after 1 minute of hand cranking the generator will give us 15 minutes of light. So that basically that's how to use and how many minutes and everything you'll get out of winding the crank. Moving on to fire. Okay, so we have a packet of burn gel in there, and we have a ferro rod. Alright, shelter. Now as I said, there is doubles in here because this is a 2-person kit. So we have a couple of bright orange ponchos. Great for if it's wet, great for being able to attract attention because they are nice bright colours. In an emergency situation you want bright colours because more people can see you. Okay, couple of mylar blankets. And one emergency tube tent again. So an emergency tube tent is basically made out of this shiny mylar, and what that does is it reflects the heat your body's giving off back at you, so it's keeping that heat in. So as you can see on the inside it is this shiny material, and on the outside it is bright orange, and it also has instructions of how to be able to set that up. So this is big enough for 2 people to get nice and cozy in, to be able to stay warm and out of the elements. First survival kit commercially I've found that actually comes with one of these. So that is the shelter portion. Okay, moving on to the tools. Okay, first things first, we have a 2-litre water bladder. Another first for me. So a 2-litre water bladder to be able to store a couple litres of water in. Okay, another waterproof container case, so like a waterproof phone case. One sewing kit with 6 already threaded needles with thread and safety pin and a couple of buttons, so a little sewing repair kit. 1 roll of duct tape. Now, I'm not 100% sure what these are, but it will tell me. Okay, so these are compressed towels. So these are, does it say the size? Nope. So these towels, you open them up, you put them in a bit of water and they will expand out. So there's a couple of towels here. Five decent length cable ties. Okay, some paracord. One razor blade. Little multi-tool. Again, it's got your knife, screwdriver, can opener, little saw, all the usual bits and pieces you find on these little multi-tools. And an emergency whistle, so nice and loud. Has a thermometer on the bottom, has a compass on the top, so a little button compass, and what looks to be a magnifying glass as well. So a little survival whistle there with a magnifying glass, thermometer and a compass. And that's what we have in the tools section. And again, it is all kept very well in this pouch. Now, I'm glad they've left enough room in these pouches to be able to add some things in, because I do have a few suggestions. One thing I would add is, if you got water, the way to carry water, I would also add something to be able to filter that or purify that water. Now also in the fire, there's a ferro rod, but you got plenty of room to be able to put some tinder in there. You got plenty of room to be able to put some other fire lighting methods in there, a lighter, other bits and pieces. Hygiene, you can also put things like your hand sanitizer, other bits and pieces in there. The light and radio, you can even put a better torch, another torch in there with some batteries, something that's a lot brighter. Shelter, I don't really have much for shelter, but shelter I would possibly even put in maybe another length of paracord. And tools, the only thing I would add to that would be a bigger knife, so maybe a folding knife or something like that. But the fact that they are in one kit that you can actually clip together and you can carry it around. You can even use that to carry some other bits and pieces in there as well. few other features on the bag it comes in that I didn't mention before. You do have other pockets in the front which are quite deep. You've got attachment points on the front, so if you want to clip some things to it. Another little pouch on the side, and some more attachment points there. So that's it, guys. That is the life+gear 2-person 72-hour survival pack. Now, I will say that 72 hours, that's an important number there, 72 hours, because the first 72 hours of any survival situation are the most important. The first 72 hours is where your brain is working at its peak before fatigue and dehydration and everything starts to set in. It is also roughly, if you do go missing, how long it takes to be able to gather resources to send a search party. So 72 hours, the fact that they thought that in is a fantastic idea. But that's it, guys. Like I said, the life+gear 72-hour 2-person survival pack. I picked this up from my local Anaconda. I think it's a great product. It is an amazing start point for being able to build a substantial kit. And the fact that you can put this in and it only takes up about that much room in the bottom, you've got plenty of room to put the rest of your day activities in there as well. Well, that's it for me, guys. If you do like what I'm putting out on my channel, be sure to subscribe, like, share my videos around, and I'll see you all out there.